Okay, so I just got through watching NXT, and I actually have a good deal to talk about. Unlike yesterday, where I only was able to talk about a couple of things, this time I actually have a good deal of the show to talk about because I was entertained by a lot of it. Just like yesterday, if you want to skip through to whatever parts you want to see, check the check the description for timestamps or follow the chapters in the video itself. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is the crazy ass finish to the first match, which was Mustafa Ali, uh, Tyler Bate, and the North American champion Wes Lee against Schizm. And it was a really cool finish because the ref got distracted by some shenanigans. And Wes Lee tagged in Tyler Bate without the ref seeing it. That confused me because I was like, wait a minute. The ref didn't see it. Why'd you tag in? And then it's just chaos. And then in the middle of it, Wes was about to be pinned by Joe Gacy, but the ref stopped the count. And Tyler Bate came in and attacked one of the members of Schizm, and the ref that stopped the count, because there were two refs. The ref that came in and blocked the official referee's count said he's the legal man because he saw the tag. I have never seen that. I thought the way it was supposed to go is if the ref that's in the ring didn't see it, it doesn't count. That's what I always thought, but apparently not. Anyway, Tyler Bate got the win for his team, and it was a pretty decent match. But it was one of those where the finish was just batshit insane. And I was thoroughly enjoying it. There were moments where I audibly said, what the fuck is going on in this match? And it was like a good minute and a half, 2 minutes of just pure craziness. And it was amazing. Next thing I want to talk about here, and by the way, I wrote it down so I can talk about it. What I want to talk about next is the title of this video. Seth Rollins and Bron Breakker's world title match confirmed. Bron Breakker's suit that he came in was badass. It was just this black suit with the cross chain, and it was awesome. His promo was awesome. He said, he basically said that he's going to be the judge, jury, and executioner. Like, no one's going to be able to get away with being weak or whatever. And then he called out Seth to be like, where's the workhorse champion, huh? Where's the workhorse champion? And then Seth pops up over the Tron. Or no, actually, before that, Ilja comes out because Bron had attacked Ilja last week, and Bron basically laughs it off and still calls out Seth. Seth comes up on the Titantron, and he says, yo, Bronny, how you doing? And he tells him that normally someone from NXT just calling out a world champion because he feels he deserves it isn't the way this goes. However, in this instance, I'll do it for you because it'd be really cool to go back to NXT. And later on in the night at the 2-week NXT special Gold Rush, the first week is going to have Rollins and Bron Breakker for the World Heavyweight title, which is just insane that that's a sentence that I'm saying in 2023. Next thing I want to talk about is Nathan Frazer winning the Heritage Cup from Noam Dar. Now, I did not care about this match before it started, because before it started, Noam Dar came out with his little crutches and his three cronies, and he's like telling Nathan, "You injured me, now my buddy's gonna kick your ass," is essentially what he said. And that I just skipped through the match, but I saw that Nathan had won, so I skipped back a little bit to see what the fuck actually happened. And what happened was Lash Legend and whoever her friend is that was there with her were distracting the referee trying to fuck up the match. And the two Brazilian girls, I don't really remember their names. I really hate that I don't, but I just really don't remember their names. But they came out and took out the other two, and this allowed Frazer to hit a very sketchy, admittedly sketchy looking Phoenix splash. He saved it well. I thought he lost his balance, but the way he maneuvered in midair was just phenomenal. Like, you can tell that this man is a student of one of the greatest wrestlers of our generation in Seth Rollins. You can tell that he's Seth's student because of how flawlessly he transitioned from that little slip into the Phoenix. And he won, which was amazing. Nathan Frazer's first title in NXT America, and it was glorious. The next thing and final thing I want to talk about is the main event between Ilja Dragunov and Baron Corbin. The fact that it had Corbin in this damn near ruined it for me, but I love Ilja Dragunov too much to skip that. And I feel like that was a bad idea because Ilja Dragunov got screwed over in the end of the match when Bron Breakker tried to come in and spear Ilja, but Ilja hit Breakker to get him out of the way, which led to the the ended days by Corbin, which got Corbin the win. And this match was a number one contendership match, which was announced really late in the night, when Shawn Michaels apparently just tweeted about it randomly in the middle of the show. And yeah, at Gold Rush, it'll be Carmelo Hayes versus Baron Corbin. What kind of universe mode shit is that? Now, if this loss doesn't lead to Ilja getting called up to the main roster at some point, I don't know what the hell they're doing with the guy. Because the dude is one of the most talented people on the NXT roster. He's been ready for the main roster for 3 years. And, he's been ready for the main roster ever since he came to NXT America, honestly. And this feud with Gunther, formerly Walter, for the NXT UK Championship. And it was honestly phenomenal. That actually got my mom to like Ilja, because this was one of the few times where I got my mom to watch an NXT show, and she liked Ilja in this match. Gunther, she wasn't really much of a fan. But with Ilja, she loved the guy because he looked dominant as hell, picked up the win, and looked like freaking David slaying Goliath. It was freaking beautiful. And it's awesome because my mom doesn't really like a lot of wrestlers. She doesn't instantly take to people that quick. It's rare. Very rare. And the fact that it happened with Ilja is just freaking awesome, and it proves how good he is. But my marking out for Ilja Dragunov aside, this is a really good episode of NXT. NXT has been really good ever since they got away from Rainbow Vomit of 2.0. They've been good. The way I've been ranking WWE shows lately is SmackDown, NXT, and Raw. And sometimes SmackDown and NXT flip-flop depending on if the Bloodline is on SmackDown. If the Bloodline are on SmackDown, specifically Roman, that goes up. But yeah, NXT and SmackDown kind of flip-flop every now and then when it comes to my personal enjoyment. And yeah, it's pretty much it. Tomorrow, I will have my review of, or not review, but my little one of these, like my thoughts on it on AEW Dynamite. Click right here to check out my previous reviews, some in depth, the more recent ones, not so much, or the more recent ones, because I did 2 recently. And yeah, but like I said, click right here for those, and then click right here to check out some wrestling reactions. I want to keep pushing these, even though I can't record them anymore, because I just like the videos. And you will too. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Deuces.